What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy LMD with LMD Trading, where I am, of course, living my dream trading. You know what time it is. It's another day to get a daily trade recap out of the way. Tried to get this one out of the way yesterday while I was traveling, and it was just so noisy in the airport. I was Atlanta Hartsfield, trying to get to Vegas, and that's a story I don't really want to talk about. But airport was extremely noisy. Sky Club, extremely noisy. They actually had lines to get into the Sky Club, which is kind of unusual for Atlanta. But the talk lately has been everybody has access to the Sky Club. So they're going to need to raise the rates, kind of price some people out. It's kind of bad to say, but that's usually how they do that. They'll price it out. Some people, the value won't be there for them and they won't pay for it. So, but we're getting this recap out of the way a day later than usual. Good week in the market. Very good week in the market. We're going to take a look at TRADERVUE to look at the numbers for our trades yesterday, as well as what we did on the week. So let me go ahead. Let me pull up TRADERVUE. Okay, there we go. Get TRADERVUE pulled up. We're going to be reviewing trades for Friday, December 16th. We took 12 trades. Closed P&L 87.80. Asterisks on that number. All week we'd been risking $10. We've been risking $10. Yesterday I risked $25 per trade. So you see some of these trades, I lost 26, I lost 27, came back, made 47, came back, made 71, lost 20 there, made 50 there. So yesterday, using the $25 risk sheet to size into these trades. But before we get to reviewing these trades, let's go ahead and take a peek at the calendar real quick. I just want to show y'all something. So we got it set to December. When you look at these numbers, they're not going to be very impressive until I talk about it. So this is what we did this week. 60, 40, 50, 60, and then 87 yesterday. These 4 days were on $10 risk. $10 risk. So let's look at that. That's a 6R day. That's a 4R day. It's a 5R day. That's a 6R day. And this here being $25 risk, that's a little over 3R. That is impressive, I think. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I think that is impressive. Those risk to reward ratios. If you don't think it's impressive, let's throw a 0 on these numbers. And let's say that I was risking $100 per trade, not $10. That's $600. That's $460. That's $580. That's $670. And that's $870. You would tell me that that's not impressive. All that would require is scaling in. Right now, I'm almost 2 years in this thing, but I'm still learning. So I had to reduce my risk level back down to confirm what I wanted to do. Increased it today because of this. But today was not a good trading day. I'm going to say that up front. Like I said, I was trying to get this recap out of the way. So I have kind of done this a few times. I went back, listened to it, and the audio was horrible. So I've had a chance to look at these trades and see just how horrible I was trading. In the Discord, I told Evan, like, I'm done. I'm done. He's thinking that I had a red day. And I told him, like, no. Now, I had a good day, but it wasn't a good trading day. It was a horrible trading day. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on into these trades on ThinkorSwim. I'm going to just drag this. I do have my other little screen set up, so I'm going to drag that up over there. And as always, I like to look at the SPY first. So let's go ahead. Let's pull the SPY up real quick before we get into these trades. SPY yesterday sold off in the morning, and then it just chopped around. We see that was previous high of day. It came back up to it. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the high of low of day for yesterday. That's previous low of day for Friday. So it just stayed below previous low of day. Just an ugly day. But what I really wanted to show was the daily and our infamous V. The infamous V that we have there. I'm gonna blow this up real quick. We see we've been in an uptrend since October, trading inside of this channel going up. We finally broke out of that thing on the 14th. Next day, big flush down. What did I say? It should find a little support right there. But if it breaks that, I got it going down to 380. Look what it did. It broke out of it. What was the low on that candle? Low of that candle was 381.04. So didn't quite make it down to 380, but look at what it did. And I drew these lines on the chart from my previous attempt at doing the video. You got to go all the way out to January 2021 to really find where this area was acting as a key price level action. And it didn't have much action. It kind of supported over here on this. Then it got below it, broke back over, just kind of chopped around it. But to me, that's not really a very big area. So it get through there. If you look, it's chopped through here. And then it's just no man's land. And then you back down to this area right here where it acted again as a little bit of support. And that's back down to like 373, 372. That area, because remember, it's always an area. So SPY is not really looking that good. If you remember my review from, I guess that was yesterday, I said I wanted to see the SPY drop because I got some this thing be pissing me off sometime. I guess that's this mouse I'm using. I said I wanted to see the SPY drop a little bit more. It did. I ended up getting out of my puts yesterday, y'all. Let me see if I could find where I got out, like right around here as this thing faded off and came back up. And I got out up in here. I wanted to see it down to 382. Or no, it was right up in here. I got out as it came back up. And then it flushed back down. And I'm like, you son of a biscuit. But good solid trades on those. Made some good money. But like I say, I'm still looking to shore up my long-term account, buying these stocks at a discounted rate. But I don't know. If this thing, if the SPY don't hold right there, we get some more news that makes it kind of get heavy. I don't know. It's going to be ugly. But let's go ahead. Let's look at these trades. I'm only going to review two of these today. I'm going to review EXAS, and I'm going to review Meta. And you're going to see just why I said I traded horribly yesterday. I thought I had got this out of my system, and I didn't. First trade, we're getting in at 932, and we're going to be using the 1 minute chart today because it's not showing me my price areas because I'm doing it a day late, and just easier to find where I was getting in and out at. So this first trade, getting in at 932, getting in on this candle right here, 56.25, getting in right there, and we're getting in to go long. Getting in to go long. Move this over. Let's get a bigger picture on this one. There's no way I should be buying the high of the morning. I have discussed this several times, and every time that I've discussed it, I say that I get blazed. I say I get blazed. Look at the 5 minute. That's the picture of getting blazed. I stop out of this thing 15 seconds. 15 seconds later, I take a full stop. 55.58. As it's coming back down. Now we see where I stop out. What's the low of that candle? Low of that candle is 55.57. Stops me out by 1 penny. It does push up a little bit, but there was no reason to be going long on this. Let's look at it on the 5 minute. 5 minute pulls back. If anything, you could take a long right there, playing it back up to this point right here. Look what it does. Kind of comes back up there. But when this did this move, just think that this chart kept going higher. This move should have went up to about there, pulled back, and used this as support to go higher. Don't buy the long right there. Don't do it. But guess what we do? It's the first trade. Second trade. We double down. We double down and we get back in at 9:32. So we're still in this same candle. 56.29. We get in right there. But this time, we only take a starter position. We only take 5 shares. We stay in this thing to 9:46. And we stop out at 55.30 right there. So right below that candle. Maxed unrealized losses was $4.95 or 94. We lose $4.94. Somebody is at my house, looks like. Lose $4.94. We just scale in basically 1/5. Took 1/5 of the size that I needed to take, only because I wanted to see if this was going to go. I probably could have cut my losses and got out as it broke VWAP, but it was a small size position. But just 2 horrible trades off the open. And then we finally got back in this thing, 9:48. Once we saw, like, dude, why are you continuing to get in on the bad side of this trade? 9:48. So stop out 9:46. We get back in 9:48. Get in 55.06. So getting in, pushing back down. This one, I gave this a ton of room. Gave it a ton of room. And ended up finally getting on the good side of the trade. And we made max unrealized gains on this thing, 71.40. We made 71.40. And we stayed in this one, like I said, for a good little while. We rode this down. Finally ended up getting out down here. Let's see, where did we get out? Yep, I had it right about where I said it was, right up in here. That is where target was at. That wasn't a calculated exit. That's just where I had dropped the ladder at. And that was it for EXAS. But the thing was, like I said, we had 2 red trades. And 1 green trade, and that 1 green trade made up for all the losses on those losing trades and a little bit more. So that's the beauty of it. If you can keep your risk, if you can keep your stops where they should be at, That's the one thing about professional trading strategies. And like I say, these were not no professional trades by no means. But you could be a 50-50 trader, meaning you lose on 2 trades, 1R. You make on 2 trades, at least, I'm going to say at least 2R, and you will still be a 2R trader. You will still be a 2R trader. So in this particular case, technically I lost 2R, but that one was not a full scaled in size. And then I made 3R on the next trade. So that's how that ended up working out. Next one I want to look at is Meta. This is another one that was just horrible trading. Another one that was just totally horrible trading. And this was another one that, just like that EXAS trade, I took 3 trades on this before finally, and I don't even want to say that. I don't want to say that. Let's look at it. Got in this first one, 952. Got in at 122.95. So 122.95. You look at that, you would say, okay, that's pretty good. You shorten that bad boy. It didn't break over that whole number right there. You could probably short this, put the stop about 50 cents up. It didn't go up there, and you're going to get paid. Wrong. I longed it. Yes, you heard right. I longed it. Why? Why am I chasing a move for one? I'm chasing. Why? Why? And why? We're going to just continue to say why. Got out a minute later. This thing came back. Kind of made this little move. Came back 122.97. And I got out. Basically right where I got in at. Now, had this not had this extended move right here, that would probably be a good anticipation move to go higher. But this is extended. That's extended. We ended up getting out flat, made $1. Made the fees, not commissions, but just the little fees that they charge. We come right back. 953. 953. Where's that candle? Right there. We get in 123.30. 123.30. You like, all right, look around. Our LMD. You done figured it out. Short that bad boy. Wrong. Wrong. Look what the high of the day was. Again, you never know what high of day is until the end of the day. We set high of day right there, 123.31. We are going long at 123.30. And you know what happens when you do that? Less than 30 seconds later, you stop out full. 123.09, this thing comes back and stops your boy out full. I know better than this. Why buy high of day? Why buy high of day when you know you get blazed? We had a conversation in the Discord yesterday. Me, myself, Kevin, and Jonathan. Not Evan, but Kevin. We got someone new hanging out with us over there in the Discord. But we were discussing going through your playbook and figuring out what plays, what patterns work and which ones don't. I know wholeheartedly buying high of days does not work for me. I get blazed every time. I get blazed every freaking time. I just did it twice there. Let's look at this last meta trade. We saw on TRADERVUE that it was a green trade. Let's take a look at it. We get in this one, 123.09. We get in at 954. That same candle. 123.09. We get in right there. Again, you say, look around. LMD. You see that this is not getting pushed up higher. You finally did something right. You're going to short this bad boy. Wrong. Wrong. I long it again, y'all. It pulls back. I stick it out. And as it comes to the 9 moving average, I double down again. So I only took a half size on this one. It pulls back and I take another half size. This thing, and actually, was it? Yeah. Comes down. I buy at 122.61. So let's see where we buy it. We buy right there, 122.61. This thing makes this little move back up. That's all I wanted to see. That little move back up. I know it's not going to break over that now. I'm just trying to get a bounce. I get the bounce that I'm looking for, and I get out at 123.09. So look at that. I got in these initial shares at 123.09. This thing fades down. So that was 100 shares. Fades down. I buy another 100 shares. It pushes back up to the entry. That's crazy. I know you don't believe me. I know y'all like, dude, what the hell you talking about? Right there. Buy 100 shares. This thing fades. Y'all saw the chart. It faded. I buy another 100 shares. It pops, and then I get out of all of them, and I make max unrealized was 48.51. I make 48.51, and at that point, I was like, dude, you on some bullshiggity. You on some smell. I was done trading. I was like, all right, let me wrap this up. I have totally traded today wrong, and I got out on the green side. Let's be thankful, and let's regroup. Let's regroup. On that note, I'm wrapping this bad boy up. Let's throw this outro on there. Cam wasn't working, so that's why y'all don't see me today. But thanks for checking me out. As always, please like, please subscribe, please comment. Because as always, we can continue the comments or continue the conversation in the comment section. Someone had commented that the Discord link was not working. So I will put a new Discord link. I think Discord only lets those links work for a couple of days, and then they cancel it, and then I have to drop an updated one in there. So I will put an updated Discord link in there. We'd love to have you over there. Like I said, we normally just chopping it up. Usually if someone is in a trade, they won't talk. They'll be extremely quiet because they are focusing on their trade. But if you're not in a trade and you want to discuss a chart, a pattern that you're looking at, by all means, come on over there and join in on the conversation. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Go try to find me some breakfast, and we will be back at it again Monday. I'm chucking the deuces. Peace.